Hello, guys.
Hello.
You may not be able to see us, but we wanted you to see our beautiful jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lanterns here.
So we're just going to stay here in the dark. Don't think you're not on the right spot. We're just waiting for people to come in.
Yeah, I'm going to get up here on the laptop so I can see some comments.
We found out some interesting information about jack-o'-lanterns doing this trick.
Yeah.
Made some wonderful little recipes for you today and a few little signs. So, ooh, it looks creepy on TV.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, you can see me, but you can see you a little bit.
Can you see us?
Can you see the jack-o'-lantern? That's what we're going to be talking about.
Mandy and Hannah just carved that pumpkin out not a half hour ago, so we wanted to start the show out with the pumpkin.
Dad said,
and then we'll turn the lights on.
Dad said, hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Dad. Okay, let's see. Turn my volume down.
Oh.
Crystal Simmons said hi there.
Hi, Crystal.
Dixie's here.
Hey, Dixie.
She said hi, guys.
Can you see our beautiful pumpkin?
Yes, we just carved this like within the last hour. And he turned out real good. Nice.
Got a nice little candle in him. He's glowing in the back in my sliding glass door at the back of the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
All right, Handy, you ready to flip some lights on?
Yep. Let's get us some lights. Here we are.
Oh, there
Told you we were here. We didn't go anywhere. Hey, Amanda, you're watching us.
I'm
Good
watching.
job.
I am. Dixie says, great pumpkin. So, thank you. Handy carved this.
Yeah, Handy did a good job.
Yeah. She had to, I got a joke. If you need to mend a jack-o'-lantern, what do you use? So, y'all think on that. If you have any guesses, put them down below, and I'll give y'all the answer in a little bit. But what Hanny used was her tooth accidentally fell off, so she used a toothpick to play pumpkin dentist and shove it back up in there.
Mom told me this joke earlier, and the answer, I was like, actually, it's toothpicks.
Yeah, she thought the answer to the riddle was toothpicks. So I'll put that riddle in the comment section here, so you guys can be thinking about it.
So today we're going to talk about jack-o'-lanterns. Have you ever thought about them? Well, I did a little research on Google, of course. You know, that's what I always do. And this time I found out that a jack-o'-lantern, when it first was in like 1600s, when it first was used, it was depicting a person. I guess a woman could have done it, but not likely in those days and ages. But a night watchman that would walk around with a carved out turnip or beet or something that he would have coals of fire in that would make a glowing light like the pumpkin does. Mm-hmm. So he was the first night watchman, and they called him the turn come off of that. Mm-hmm. So, and then on past that, there was a man named Stingy Jack. And he was one of those people. Oh, how cute, Hannah. She did a good job. He was one of those people that he liked to drink, but he didn't like to pay his bar tab. So he made a deal with the devil that if the devil would turn himself into a coin that he could then use to pay his bar tab with, he'd be a happy camper. So he did. He paid his bar tab and he stuck the coin. For whatever reason, he had the coin back in his pocket, but he also had a silver cross in his pocket, which means the devil couldn't do anything. He couldn't turn himself back into being the devil. So Jack went on a little bit and he said, now listen, he said, devil, I'll let you be the devil again, but you got to promise me that you won't seek any revenge. And when I die, you won't mess with my soul. My soul will be mine. So he said, okay. So then a little while later, several years went past, and old Stingy Jack ran across the devil again, and this time he wanted an apple or something up in the tree. So he conned the devil into going up into that tree and get his apple. And then he put a big cross on the tree so that the devil couldn't come back down again. So, per usual, Stingy Jack, he made a second deal with the devil that he would let him down if he didn't exact any revenge or he didn't try to take his soul when he died. So the devil said, sure, we'll make that pact. So he died. Stingy Jack died. Well, he went to heaven and God said, no, Stingy Jack, you cannot come in here. I do not want you. So then Stingy Jack went to hell, and the devil said, no, we made a bargain. I don't want your soul. So for the longest time, it was thought that he was walking around in the woods, bogs, whatever, swamps, whatever, with his little turnip in hand. Now he's dead, mind you, but he has his little turnip in hand with the light that's glowing in the middle of the box. Now, of course, we know through science and all that other stuff that you know is 200% correct these days, that it's the gases that when you walk across, if you ever watch Post 10, he walks across them old swamps in that gas and it'll pull up the bubbles and it stinks. He said that, that could catch on fire if, was close enough. But anyway, that's what, sometimes those gas bubbles will ignite if it's close to electricity, like in a thunderstorm or something. So that's what that come from. And then later on, the jack-o'-lantern story kept going on and on and on to where they would see things everywhere. We even have a story about around here where somebody walks down the road where the pump house is at. Don't have a head, but he's just carrying a lantern. So those stories, I'm sure everybody out there has one of those stories.
Right.
But the original date of the jack-o'-lantern that you see in front of us was in the late 1800s. The mayor of Atlanta had a big Halloween party. And his wife had a whole bunch of these pumpkins carved out like that. And they set them around all over her porch and everything for her party. So that's what this type of pumpkin came from. Because I don't care who Jack was, there's no way in the world he could carry around that pumpkin just so he'd have a light.
Right, that's heavy.
That is heavy.
That's pretty heavy. He'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, and we know jack-o'-lanterns only last, which I'm sure the turnips and stuff too. But if that's true, they only last a short time.
I'm sure. Well, back in the day, back long before I was ever thought about being born, people knew how to preserve things like that. They could do them all year. So if this man had a job that he was a night watchman somewhere, wherever that might have been, I'm sure that he planted him plenty of turnips or beets that he could carve them out and put his light in. Because I wouldn't want to walk up and down these things without no light.
Right.
So,
right.
But
now you had an interesting story when you were telling me when you were young.
Yeah, in the same sense, things with this pumpkin lighted. We went to church one time. There used to be a little church down here from where we are. Just a little one-room church with a Sunday school underneath it. And it was a Wednesday evening, I'm pretty sure, either a Wednesday or a Sunday. Anyway, when we come out of there, it was about this time of the year and it was getting dark. Well, on the corner down here, if you've ever been around here, this little V corner down there was this bush. And it was a pretty good sized bush. So when we come out of there, it was almost dark, and we seen, there's 2 or 3 of us little kids, we seen 2 glowing red eyes. Well, if you've ever come out of a church meeting, and you walk out the door and you see something in the woods, 2 red eyes, believe you me, them little legs of mine moved. I went straight to Grandma's house, in the door, and sat on the couch. I don't know what I was thinking about, but it wasn't staying out there. Come to find out, that was 2 young boys who had somewhere got a cigarette, and they were hiding from their parents in that bush, smoking them a cigarette. But when we were young, that way you couldn't have convinced us that was the devil himself. We knew it was. Them 2 big old red eyes.
Right. Okay, Binks is here. Hey, sis.
Hey, Chris.
Uncle Brian
Hey,
and
Brian.
Aunt Janet are both here.
Hey, Janet.
Brian said, how is everyone? We are doing good. Bank said that was a funny story. We're doing good. Today was my first day as a substitute teacher. So,
Yay!
Yeah, I survived. I was a nervous wreck this morning.
And she had to get the hardest kids for the first day out.
Yeah, I got assigned to ALC, which is like an alternative learning center. So, yeah, I was nervous, and the kids were kind of like looking at me sideways, like, who is this? And but
she survived, and she's ready.
We did really good. We ended up making friends there at the end. So
she's ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah,
brave young lady.
Yeah, yep, I'm ready to go. So, thank you, Aunt Janet. Yeah, I've been wanting to. Well, it's been a long process being a substitute teacher. You got, there's just this whole process that you have to go through. It's taken me several months to get it done, but finally there, and now I'm working on a paycheck now.
She won't know what to do to bring her own paycheck in for a while.
Right. I've got through all my surgeries and everything's done, and so now I'm back in the game.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad your first day. I was a little nervous, I have to say. She told me last night, and I was like, oh my goodness. Because you never know. Just getting into a kindergarten class these days, it's almost as much drama in there than it is anywhere, but she can handle it.
Yeah. You just gotta have patience.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I had a good day. It was my first day. I'm ready to go back tomorrow. So, but yeah,
I'm ready to take a nap tomorrow. I'm just saying, while she's up there dealing with those kids, I'm gonna be sitting here on the couch, me and Sam napping. Because I was up all day today. No nap for me.
Oh, keep turning my phone off. Okay, so we're caught up on comments now. So Mom's been really busy with the jack-o'-lanterns. Actually, I only did this one here. Annie did it actually.
But she did a fine job. Wasn't that a good intro? Didn't we do showmanship good this time? My first little picture is just, these are window clings. It's just a cute little picture with the window cling on a piece of wood.
I think those turned out well. Especially those ghosts, because it's, your background's white. But the ghosts are like an off-white, so it really sets it off.
This one is just a haunted house where the ghost lives. I'm sure you would end up with a bunch of pumpkins if you went inside that house. Maybe this is Jack's house. You never know. He might have had a house looking like that.
Annie's doing double duty. She's not done crafting yet. She's like, I'm still going to craft.
This one was a cricket design that I pulled off, and I just put it together. It's my Farm Fresh truck. I love my truck.
Yeah. Well, it's good for any season.
It is.
You can really just do anything with it.
You can. Well, and this can go through all fall. This doesn't, even though it's got jack-o'-lantern on it, it could still be up there.
Yeah.
And then this one says, jack-o'-lantern smiling bright, wishing you a haunted night. On the back of it, it has a second one.
It's a two-sided sign. Okay.
Happy Halloween, witches, beware spooky, boo, creepy haunt.
Nice. And then he just was able to use that to make two signs. Cool. Okay.
I enjoyed making that one. Now this one is a true trash to treasure. Let me get these out of the way. This one, if you can hear it.
It's metal.
I have no idea what they come off of.
Oh. Well.
But it was found out in my she shed storage, so I put jack-o'-lantern. This is a jack-o'-lantern that has lost everything except his face. He must actually be Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, right.
A ghost one. I think that's a pretty good story about Jack-o'-lantern, or Stingy Jack.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button. It really helps.
And aren't they picking the next?
Oh, yes. And, well, along with the riddle that I already put up, if you guys are wanting to guess, we also would like you guys to drop in the comment section something that you guys would like us to do on the next Wednesday Night Live. Not Mom's next week, but in 2 weeks. If you guys have any ideas, we're kind of in this weird season phase where we got Halloween and we got fall and we got pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns.
Thanksgiving's coming right behind it. Christmas is going to be easy because you could do 2 or 3 sessions of Christmas and have different things to do. But right now, we've already done pumpkins. Mm-hmm. Now, jack-o'-lanterns, which was, I loved the story about Stingy Jack. I just liked that. I should have looked that up a long time ago. That was a pretty cool story. But, and last week we did Halloween, right?
I don't remember.
we did the cats and the bats.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We did Halloween, yeah. And before that, though, we done pumpkins. So we're kind of like in this, we're dragging it out, and we still have a whole month of November to go before Thanksgiving. So we may take a break from all the fall stuff, all the orange, and kind of do something random. If you guys have a suggestion, go ahead and throw it down. Otherwise, at the end of the video, we'll just pick from the jar on something random. Okay, Aunt Janet said, okay, well, I better back up. Dixie says, I love the metal sign. Binks said, I love the pumpkin with the hat. It's cute. And Janet Sue says, how about something like a horn of plenty?
Okay.
Is that the basket?
That's the basket,
okay.
Yeah.
And it's got stuff
Fruit,
overflowing with stuff?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting for me because I really didn't know
We
what
could
it was.
learn the stuff behind the horn of plenty.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah, we'll let, anybody else that has another suggestion or whatever, we'll kind of do a vote thing at the end if there's any other suggestions. So,
and this is a piece, Christy, this is a piece of the wood that you sent home. I only did it on the one side, left the other side empty, because I plan on putting something on the other side of it.
It's nice to have two-sided signs for,
it is.
Like, you got Halloween, and then you can have Thanksgiving, and you don't have to store the stuff.
Yeah.
And these are just window clings as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christy and TJ gave me some wood while we was down in Kentucky last week. I like this. I love the haunted house idea.
Yeah, it's really nice. Bing said that looks great, Mama. I'm glad you got it used. Uncle Brian suggests hunting season.
Oh,
which
yeah.
That is, Jason's into that right now. He's, got his trail cams up and he's building a little hunting house on a little, cut off boat trailer or whatever he's building.
Here, sitting in a field.
Yeah. Bunch of camo.
That is right up there with the other one.
Yeah, good suggestion also.
A good suggestion.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm caught up.
And this one, I'm also going to make a two-sided sign. This, I don't know where I got this round at, but it's a good thick one.
Yeah, it's really nice.
But I just made a sign that says Happy Halloween. And the back of it, I'm going to put a different sign on.
I like that. It's got little jack-o'-lantern ghosts or something. Looks like almost. Got some spider webs.
It does. It has spider webs and it looks like a jack-o'-lantern, a vampire, and a ghost all in one.
Yeah. Yeah.
This come off in the Cricket Design Space. So there you go.
Oh, Shayla made it. Hey, Shay.
Hey, Shay.
How's the baby doing? We're always stalking the pictures on Facebook.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We love it when you post pictures. And Dixie said love it. She loves your sign.
I like that one. I like the big, thick pieces of wood. I need to get some more, get them cut down. I want to make some stuff with my X tool for Christmas, either ornaments or 3D scenes. where you can make them and then put them all together in. My brain is thinking, but you know, I ain't done the first thing with that X tool. This is the genius behind that thing.
We're still working out the kinks, so, but yeah. Back to jack-o'-lanterns, this pumpkin reminded me, if you don't want to cut into your pumpkin, because we cut into this one, and it will likely only last for about a week and a half. You might get 2 weeks out of it. It's going to start sagging, and the voids where you cut out like the mouth, it's going to kind of, you know, y'all probably know what it does, but you can possibly put Vaseline in the cuts, and that's supposed to maybe preserve it a little longer. Or you could take a pumpkin like this and not carve in it. You could actually paint on top of it.
I painted like 3 pumpkins last year. I done like a hocus pocus one. It was cute.
Yeah. Yeah, the painted pumpkins do turn out really well. Of course, you can't light them.
No.
So that's the difference there. It depends on what you need. But sometimes if it's windy outside or something, you really can't light these either. So unless you use some kind of battery operated.
Yeah, battery operated light.
Yeah. So we love jack-o'-lantern. Is that all the jack-o'-lantern? Hanny, are you wanting to show what you just created? Hanny had jack-o'-lantern on the mind, and she was putting this together.
Okay, it looks a little, its face is a little crooked, but that's fine.
She took tumbling tower blocks and pipe cleaners and put them together and made her a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern.
To be able to see it better, she used pipe cleaners to be able to hold the face in there. So you could probably wrap like some fairy lights and stuff around that to get it to kind of shine.
I would have made like teeth and stuff, but it was like 7:01.
Yeah, she was finishing up. That's really cute. And also was you going to do these?
Mm-hmm. You got one. You got the.
I don't have the marble in it.
Oh, we'll work with the marble in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some orange pumpkins, and Hanny just drew a face on hers, just like this. He's cute. He's a cute jack-o'-lantern.
So you could do that to make.
We also have our little.
Yeah, jack-o'-lantern candy bowl.
Yep. Now don't laugh at me, guys. I'm gonna blow this balloon up.
Here, let me know.
He's blocking you. Uncle Brian said, good job, Hannah.
Thank you.
That's cute, Hanny, Bink said. And Dixie said cute. Let's see if I missed any.
Now you have to imagine Hannah's face on this balloon. Watch it.
It rolls. The pumpkin rolls. Just a few comments. Let me figure out where I am. Binks was talking to Shay. She's like, yes, we are always stalking the pictures of him. He's too darn cute. Shayla said he's good. He's getting big. I can't wait to bring him up. He acts just like me, she says. And Dad said he answered my riddle saying you could get some pumpkin patches to help preserve or reserve.
Yay, Dad!
That's it. That's the answer. And the question was, for anybody that missed it, is what do you use to mend a jack-o'-lantern? And the answer is pumpkin patches. So, and then, but Hanny, of course, said no, it's toothpick, because she broke her tooth off and put it back in her jack-o'-lantern with a toothpick.
It's a toothpick.
Toothpick, yeah.
That is cute. This is just a balloon.
It's a fun little game.
Use it for Halloween or for party decorations with a marble in it. When you set it down in there, that thing goes crazy. You could play volleyball with that thing.
Yeah. It is cute just to watch. I bet the cats would snatch that up in a hurry.
I ain't gonna. They'll make it pop, and I'll go crazy.
Put it in a pot. I'm gonna plant my pumpkin.
Plant your pumpkin. Okay. Ooh, you okay?
Yep.
Planted her pumpkin there. All right, we're in 24 minutes, and we still got a lot of food to go through. So.
Okay, so we decided if you bought a thing and you painted it, you had all these pumpkins left over and they were still good, what would you do with the pumpkin? So Mandy can tell you how she actually took the pumpkin from pumpkin to pumpkin pie.
Right. I did take the pie pumpkins. I bought 3 of them at Walmart, and I do have a book. I've got a video on it, but I'll try to put up, a couple pictures if they let me. But I took the pie pumpkin, cut them in half, put them both sides flat down in the oven, 350 for like 55 minutes. And then I took them out of the oven. I let them cool enough so I could touch them. But this peeling just peeled off, leaving the meat. Oh yeah, I did clean out the seeds from the inside, the seeds and the strings, before I baked them. So anyway, what I had left, I put in the blender and made a puree. And that's what I used. That, along with a recipe in that same book, is what I used to make the homemade pumpkin pie.
And this one does not have cinnamon.
I did make 2. One with cinnamon for Jason, and one without cinnamon. I used every other ingredient except cinnamon. And I made that one for Mom. So we are going to try the
We're going to
pie
taste test.
with no cinnamon in it. It still has nutmeg and ginger.
Good. That is good.
Okay.
That's good.
It kind of gives me a cake vibe. I guess where I have the vanilla in it. It called for vanilla, and it kind of gives me like a cake taste. There's no cinnamon in it, like we said, but there is vanilla in it with some other, which I'll put that recipe down. It's not my own recipe. I found it in a book, and I'll credit that person, that book, as soon as I get home to take a picture of it. But yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. That's 2 different recipes that I can now have my very favorite holiday dessert.
Yep. Yeah. Now I also, from my pie pumpkins, I separated the seeds from the pulp and roasted them. That was another recipe in that book. And I sprinkled them with sugar and cinnamon and roasted them. I didn't bring them tonight though, because Mom can't have cinnamon, and I didn't want to tease her.
Look at her not wanting to tease her mom.
My pumpkin seeds. But they're okay. I mean, they're a nice little snack. The sugar and cinnamon kind of left a stickiness to them. Kind of remind me of like caramel popcorn, where it's kind of like they stick together, kind of.
It was tasteless.
It was what?
Tasteless.
Well, I could taste the sugar and cinnamon.
That was it.
But that's all I had on it. I think if Janet has a different recipe, some other seasoning, I think it would be good.
I think she has a savory recipe. Next thing in line is I took 1 29-ounce can of pumpkin puree, Libby's pumpkin puree, and I made 3 recipes. This one is a pumpkin bundt cake. I will have a video out of me making all 3 of these desserts, probably up Friday or Saturday at the latest. But I really enjoyed making these desserts. And with the exception of the bundt cake, I have tried everything.
Yeah.
Second thing in line, I tried my hand at making a recipe, an actual
Use
recipe.
just the plate, Hanny. Hold just the plate.
Well, it's a lot easier because
She's practicing the new way.
Waitress, okay. Dad said those are good ideas and looks good.
These are pumpkin non-cinnamon rolls. They don't have a bit of cinnamon in it. I took and put together several spices: cloves, ginger, nutmeg. There's one other one I keep forgetting which one. Ginger. Did I say ginger?
Yeah, ginger, nutmeg.
Ginger, nutmeg,
allspice, or something.
cloves, and allspice. Those 4 I put together into a little pumpkin pie mix of my own. I had to look up because you know me. I'm a self-rising flour girl. And that's how I've always made my cinnamon rolls. But this time I wanted to do it with all-purpose flour. So I had to go all the way back to the beginning of time and find out how much baking powder and how much baking soda and how much salt you have to put into a cup of flour. But I did it.
Girly Pop,
I made the recipe, and I made the non-cinnamon, the pumpkin non-cinnamon rolls.
I want to try one of them cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I've already had one, me and Sam. I ran out of room on the plate, guys. I had to taste them. And they're not bad. They got a lot of extra sugar in them, but they're not bad.
Oh, good. I like them.
For somebody that can't have a regular cinnamon roll, these are not bad.
So it looks like a cake.
It does. I'm not going to eat too much of it right now because me and Sam will want to eat it later. And the last thing on the list, now remember, all these are made from that one can of pumpkin. You got it, Hanny?
Mm-hmm.
These are pumpkin muffins. They too don't have cinnamon in them. But me and Sam ate one of those, and those are good. They have cream cheese filling with cream cheese frosting on top. In fact, cream cheese frosting is on all of these.
Yeah.
So, and they're good. So,
Yeah, really good. Thing said you were making me hungry, Dixie said me too.
the pumpkin pie bun cake came from Betty Crocker, BettyCrocker.com. The muffins came from a place called Spoonability. Like I said, with the exception of I had to make my own pumpkin pie spice. I didn't follow their spice recipe. So if you can have cinnamon, be sure to check their recipes out and make them, because you could have any of these desserts for your Thanksgiving dinner. Or just have them made up and have them for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be good for you.
Yeah. Okay, so we are 31 minutes in.
Y'all want to try these?
Dad said you can't have the cinnamon and I can't have the sugar. And Janice Sue said that she likes cream cheese filling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You
y'all.
want to try one?
Yeah. All right.
Try it. You want to have it?
Muffins. Yeah. Better. A little bite here. I don't know how messy the filling is.
Take that.
Oh, okay. Mmm. You can taste that it's pumpkin, but it's not like overpowering or anything. It's really cake.
Those are good.
You might be left with like half of these.
Huh?
You might be left with like half of these.
Oh. Well, you know we have to send Jason some of it home.
Right, right.
He'll watch this movie and shoot us.
Who's that came in?
Amy Holcomb.
Amy or Arnie? I couldn't see.
I think it's Amy.
I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you guys can make some desserts and maybe some jack-o'-lanterns. It's good old family fun.
I'll tell you, out of the three that I made, I like the muffins best.
Yeah, muffins are good. They're all good.
You haven't tried that though.
No, not yet. Well, I feel this pumpkin getting pretty warm. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's it.
Yep, I'll put this Facebook Live up probably Friday morning, and the video that I did doing these three desserts, I'll put up on Saturday. But don't hold me to it. It might be Sunday.
Bink said you guys did a good job as usual, and Dixie says have a great night, guys. You
Thank
guys
you.
too.